GM, welcome to Web3 Academy, a place where entrepreneurs, business professionals, and creators can learn all about how to use Web3 to improve your business and build thriving communities. I'm Jay Bird, and I'm coming at you today to talk all about 10 things I wish I knew when I started to use Discord. Shit, I mean, these are 10 things I'm glad I know now. Even if you've been using Discord for a year like I have, you're still going to wish you knew these things because they make it so much easier to use this platform. If you have a minute to help out the show, would appreciate a subscribe or a follow on whatever podcast platform you are using, or YouTube if you're using that. It makes such a difference for us and helps us achieve our goals of onboarding more and more people. We're hoping for millions of people to onboard into Web3 in 2023. I think this is the year that we go exponential, and you can help that out just by hitting us up with a little subscribe or a like. Before we jump into today's show, let's just take a minute to hear from our sponsor. Unlock Protocol is the NFT membership protocol for Web3. Content subscriptions, community access, event tickets are all forms of memberships, one of the most common business models for creators and entrepreneurs today. Building an NFT membership opens many new possibilities for your members. Everything from tailored multi-platform experiences to the ability to sell an unfinished subscription on secondary markets. These are things just not possible in Web 2. However, in order for this business model to work, creators need NFTs which are time-bound or have built-in recurring payments. Unlock Protocol does this for your NFTs. Better yet, with a few simple steps, you can create your own NFT contract without code. What WordPress has done for websites, Unlock Protocol is doing for membership NFTs. If you're an NFT creator, you can't rely on royalties as they are likely going to zero. You need recurring revenue. You need Unlock. At Web3 Academy, we believe NFT memberships are the future of business and community. And that's why we decided to build on Unlock. Learn more at unlock-protocol.com.
Don't trust, verify. That's the unlock of blockchain technology, the ability to store information in an open, transparent, and permissionless manner. That information may be in the form of money, value, access, data, content, and so much more. Regardless, this innovation is going to change the way that we use the internet and the way business and economies function forever. How valuable would it be to you if you were ahead of one of the most influential technological innovations of our lifetime? Staying on the forefront of Web3 will teach you where and what to build if you're an entrepreneur, where to focus your time and energy as a creator or business professional trying to stay ahead of the curve, or where to put your money if you're an investor. That's exactly what Web3 Academy Pro is doing for people just like you. I'm putting all my time and energy into these weekly reports combining on-chain analysis and industry insights to uncover what business models and technologies will win or are winning in Web3. Rather than discuss and speculate on what's happening in the space, myself and the Pro team are verifying through analyzing what's happening on chain, giving you the realest analysis in Web3. We're sending Pro members weekly on-chain reports directly to your inbox. We've opened a private Discord channel exclusively for Pro members to ask questions. And finally, we're also running monthly live Q&As exclusively for Pro members. Signing up is simple. Head to w3academy.io/pro today. Log in with your email you use to subscribe to Web3 Academy and sign up today. If you're ready to level up in Web3, then it's time to go pro, the #1 resource to learn how to build and invest in Web3. For all you Pro members out there listening, thanks for your support, and I look forward to continuing to go deeper down this rabbit hole and learning with all of you. And remember, when in doubt, look on chain.
As you all know, Discord has become one of the main platforms for all things Web3, with servers for NFT projects, layer 1 blockchains, DeFi dApps, basically the whole ecosystem. Why? Simply put, a company that wants to flourish in this space can't do so without building community. And Discord provides one of the better platforms for just that. It allows projects to easily communicate with their communities through announcements, live Q&As, general chats, and even host games to engage members. But using Discord can be pretty painful sometimes, especially if you're in 10 or even hundreds of servers like I am. So it wasn't until we learned these simple tips that Discord became enjoyable to use. That's why if you want to get involved in Web3, or if you are involved in Web3, taking the time to learn how to use Discord to the best of its abilities to really maximize this tool is an absolute must. And so today I'm going to break down the 10 things that you're going to wish you knew all about Discord. We're going to talk about how to protect yourself in Discord security. We're going to talk about how to manage your DMs. We're going to talk about how to organize your servers for easy access. And we're going to talk about how to get involved in community meetings and events and so much more. So let's jump in. First thing, don't skip the introduction channel. Let's say you found a community you like, you've read their white paper, you follow them on Twitter, you've gone through their webpage. Now you're ready to join the community. After you agree to the rules and you verify your account, as most Discord channels require, you'll be sent an introduction or introduce yourself channel where you can introduce yourself to the community. If you're like most people, chances are you skip this and you go straight to browsing other channels. Don't do that. This is a great time to start making new friends and connections and get more involved in the project. You never know where an introduction will go. Introducing yourself in a Discord is like throwing out a hand in the air and saying, hey, I'm here. Here's who I am. Anybody want to connect? You just don't know where it's going to go. So what do you say though? If everyone in the channel seems to be saying whatever they want, and often channels don't give any specific introduction prompts, then it's up to you to make an excellent first impression. So here's a few ways to do that. You can go with a simple, hi, my name is, and I'm from blank. I discovered your community in this way, and I'm very excited about your project, and I can't wait to get involved. I think what's important about this is it's really important when you introduce yourself to make connection. Your introduction is all about making connection. So you need to be thoughtful. You need to give an idea of who you are. You need to say where you're from. That's a great way to connect. There's probably other people from wherever you are in the world in this community. You need to say what brought you here, why you love the project. You need to say what your passions are, what you love to do with your spare time. Or if you want to get involved, if you're in a Discord where it's a DAO or an opportunity for work, tell them about your skills. Tell them what you do for work or what skill sets you have. Even if you don't have work that's in Web3, if you have skills, most likely they are useful to any project. So letting people know that, saying that like you love Twitter and you spend a lot of time there, or saying that you're a big social media person, or saying you're a graphic designer, or saying you're a web developer, or saying you're really good at building relationships, or saying you're a project manager. All these things are so valuable. And what happens is if you take the time to introduce yourself, then people say, oh, wow, that person took time. Now I'm going to take time. I'm going to give them my time. It's like an exchange of time, right? You take time, then people respect your time more. They're going to read your introduction. I can't tell you how many friends or opportunities, clients, projects that I've gotten as a result of just taking the time to make a thoughtful introduction in a Discord channel. It's literally the biggest opportunity that so many people miss. So please, please take that time to do that, and you will be rewarded. I actually even a few times have gone back in a Discord server and reintroduced myself because it's the best way to connect. And let's say you've been in a server for months, your introduction's long gone. Nobody's going to find it. You take a few minutes to reintroduce yourself. Hey guys, I know I've been in this server for months and I just wanted to say hi again and reintroduce myself to all the new members or to people that are in here. Boom. Great way to connect. So, so valuable. Second tip, all about keeping yourself safe on Discord. So unfortunately, as we all know, there are a lot of predators and bots and scammers lurking about in Discord. So to avoid falling victim to a phishing scam or receiving unsolicited DMs, you need to do a few things to set up your security the right way. So the way you do this is you click on the settings button, which is the gear icon in the bottom left of your Discord server. Okay. And you're going to want to go to privacy and settings. And in privacy and settings, there's a section called keep me safe. And you need to make sure that everything is set to off. So either you select the keep me safe setting or you set everything to off, and that's it. Now, if you go to our newsletter, you'll see a couple screenshots telling you step by step exactly how you do this. But the other thing you can do is you're going to want to control who can DM you, because this is the simplest way that you're going to get phished or you're going to get attacked. Somebody's going to DM you. They're going to tell you they got a great whitelist opportunity. It's not real. You're going to click on the link and boom, they've got you. So what you need to do is you need to change your DM settings to say, there's a setting called allow direct messages from server members. Turn that off, and that's going to keep you safe. Some other guidelines to follow is you want to set up two-factor authentication. If you don't block DMs, you got to ensure that you report any spammers or scammers that DM you, and just be very careful. If you get a DM from somebody you don't recognize, don't open it. And definitely a key tip is avoid clicking links in Discord from people that you do not know, unless you're actually sure that the link is legitimate. Read the URL. If the URL says, if you know that it's the New York Times URL, then it's probably safe. If you know that it's it's Nike URL or Starbucks URL, then it's probably safe. But if you see that it's, xstarbucks.org, which is clearly not Starbucks domain, then don't click on it. This is what they do. They make URLs, scammers make URLs that look very similar to the company's URL, which makes you want to click on it. Third tip, changing your online status. So I'm sure you've noticed that the little green dot in the corner of your profile picture, that green dot is your status, and it shows if you're active on Discord or not. Now, like most applications, your status will be based on whether you have the application open. But what if you want to be in Discord and not be seen for being online? Well, you don't have to have your status be open. You can right click on your profile picture and choose one of the 4 status options. Invisible is an option for being in Discord, but not feeling like you need to reply to people. And this can allow you to cruise around Discord, find the latest alpha without feeling any pressure. You could also set your status to do not disturb when you don't want people to be disturbing you on Discord. I think it's really important to set up your Discord in a way that doesn't create pressure and stress. A lot of people feel a lot of pressure and stress when they go into Discord because it's just like crazy. So many notifications, so many things happening. So with that, another tip is managing your DMs. So you can access your DMs in the top left corner of Discord. And here you'll see your DM history and you'll see your friends. And here's what's important. There's a lot of options for how you manage your DMs. So you can see who's online, which shows which friends of yours are online. You can see all of your friends. You can see your pending friends of who you're waiting to receive confirmation of friendship from. You can see your blocked friends, and don't be afraid to block people that you don't know or you don't trust. Always better to be safe. And of course, you can add a friend. And that's a great way to connect with somebody that, maybe you're working in a DAO or you're working in a project and you want to start to have a conversation, just the two of you. You want to add them as a friend in your Discord. Now, do not accept friendship requests from anybody that you do not know. And I think the friendship is obviously, managing your friends in Discord is really important because, the more servers you join, and you can join up to 100 servers in the free version of Discord. If you have the Nitro upgrade, you can join 200 servers. I don't necessarily recommend being in that many servers. It's total chaos, but it happens. It happens to a lot of us in the space. So just don't get overwhelmed. With that in mind, if you are in a lot of Discords, even if you're only in 10 Discord servers, you're going to want to organize them. And so Discord gives you the option of managing your servers and organizing them in a very simple way. So once you're in a server, you can organize your servers. They all appear down the left-hand side of your Discord, and you can organize them by categories. So you can have folders, and each folder you can name different. You could have like NFT projects and then DAOs. You could have work and personal. You could have investments, maybe like projects that you're invested in versus projects that you're currently researching versus like future projects that you want to look into. There's so many different ways that you could categorize these servers and use these folders. And it's just a really helpful way to manage your Discord so you're not overwhelmed every time you open it up. And you're not like, oh my gosh, I don't even know which server I'm looking at. I also highly recommend dragging the servers along the left-hand side so you can prioritize them. At the top, you have your most top priority servers, maybe work, projects you're heavily invested in. And then as you go down, you probably have more of ones that you're interested in or curious about. You can also customize folder settings. You can customize the color, you can customize the name. You can have a little fun with your setup and make it your own. Searching in Discord. You can find Discord's search bar in the upper right-hand corner of your window. It's the one with the familiar magnifying glass icon. Now, if you want a faster option, you can also use quick commands like Control F in Windows or Command F in Mac to bring up the search bar. So when you search, what's going to happen here is one of the best ways that I use search in Discord is by searching by name. I often find that I am looking for a message that somebody sent. And so what you can do is you can search by user. You can type in the user's name. And then once you have that user's name, you can combine that with some words that you want to associate with that user's name. This is super helpful when you're looking for a message or a conversation you've been having with somebody. But man, you lose messages so often in Discord because there's so much chat happening. So using the search function is really, really important. So key. Editing a message after it's been sent is another really great tip. You don't have to stress out if you send a message and then you want to edit it afterwards. Super simple. Don't worry about that. Go ahead and edit it. Joining meetings and events. I think one thing that's really important to stay on top of communities is to try to get involved in communities. It's so key to be active in the communities. Now, do not stress yourself out by trying to be active in, many different communities. Personally, I find I can only stay active in less than 5 at a time. Even 5 is tough to do. So choose wisely. Pick your communities that you want to be active in. And when you do pick them, you're going to want to show up to their events and meetings, whether they're in Discord or whether they're Twitter Spaces. This is the best way to stay active and informed about what's going on. It's also a great thing to do, while you're working. You can log into Discord and you can open up, if there's an all hands meeting in the Discord channel or some new announcement coming out of a project that you're involved with, you open up the channel and you can sit there and listen in while you're doing your work. So you want to make sure you're joining those meetings. Now, one thing that you're going to want to know is when you do join meetings, depending upon how the channel is set up, you might join a voice meeting where your voice is on. So just be aware of, your video. In Discord, you never enter with your video on. It always starts with your video off. But you're going to want to check whether your mic is muted or unmuted. You don't want to jump into a call and, be talking to your wife in the background and all of a sudden you're having a personal conversation over a Discord chat for everyone to hear. So be mindful of that. The final thing I want to talk about in Discord is accessing chat messages after a meeting. One thing is when you're in a meeting, there's usually people talking in the meeting, but there's also a chat happening on the side. And you often find a lot of people leave the meeting and then they're like, where the heck did that chat go? Now, thankfully, Discord saves all chat comments so you can easily find them in their respective channels. So you have 2 options to view a call chat. You can either go to the channel where the call happened and right click, and then there will be a option to open chat, or you can hover over the channel where the call happened and there will be a little chat icon and you click that and it'll open the chat. So that'll help you make sure that you're not losing any chats that happen when you're in a meeting. One more final thing, actually, I thought I said that was the last one, but that's not the last one. I got one more thing for you, is creating thread messages. As Discord continues to update, they're constantly rolling out features. And one of the best features that they rolled out in the last year was message threads and forum setups. And what this allows you to do is have much better management of multiple conversations that are happening, particularly when you're in a Discord servers where conversations are happening around projects or around a particular type of news or around one common theme. You can't create a new channel for every different thing you want to discuss, but you can always create a new thread. And the great thing about threads
NFT
is
membership
once you
protocol
create
for
a
Web3.
or once
Content
you
subscriptions,
are involved in a
community
thread, you
access,
make a comment
event tickets
in a thread,
are all forms
you
of
will
memberships.
always be
One of the most
notified
common
whenever
business models
anybody
for creators and
action in that
entrepreneurs
thread,
today.
makes a comment,
Building an
throws down an
NFT
emoji,
membership
anything like
opens
that.
many
So
new possibilities
use threads
for your
wisely. I
members.
think they're a
Everything
really
from
great way to
tailored
categorize
multi-platform
and
experiences
keep
to the ability to
organized all
sell
of your
an
different
unfinished subscription
conversations.
on secondary
Highly
markets.
recommend checking
These
that
are things
out.
just
So that's
not
it.
possible.
See you
in
over on
Web2.
Discord. Thanks for listening
However,
in, everybody.
in order for this business
if
model to
you
work,
want to
creators
join
need NFTs,
our Discord,
which are
the Web3
time-bound or have
Explorers
built-in
Club,
recurring
we would
payments.
love to have you.
Unlock
We've
Protocol
got
does
so
this
many
for
great people
your
chatting all about
NFTs.
Web3,
Better
sharing
yet,
news,
with a
and
few simple
discussing
steps,
all
you can
the
create your own
movements
NFT
and
contract
opportunities and
without
innovations in
code.
Web3 tech. So come on over and join us there. We'd love to see you there. You can check out the link in the show notes. Until next time, thanks for joining in. Have a great week, everybody. See you later.
Thank you for listening to Web3 Academy. We hope this helps you along your Web3 journey. And if it does, please share this episode and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Nothing in this podcast was financial advice. Crypto and Web3 can be risky. You can literally lose it all. In fact, if you invest on account of what we say, you probably will lose it all. So don't do that. In all honesty, the point of this podcast is to remove the noise of markets and price and focus on utility and implementation anyway. So you should not take any of this as financial advice. Thank you, friends, and see you in the next one.